lot of people say pain is relative, but it's not. Pain is universal. And the thing about pain is somebody always has to deal with, I'm not going to minimize somebody's pain because we're all different people. People have the pain of peer pressure. Everybody faces that. And sometimes people face pressure and pain of reality. Harsh Reality is one of my favorite tracks on that album because shout out to Nam. Nam is a beast. And his voice carries so well. And because your voice is a little lighter than his, that gravel voice and that clear voice, that contrast works very well. Harsh Reality is one of those tracks that makes you really sit down, and if you're a hip hop head, you ponder, because either it's a memory that it brings you back to, or it's an appreciation of who you are and it takes you. Why is it important for us to always have records like Harsh Reality for people to listen to?
I mean, yeah, I always try to keep those when it needs to be, when certain things need to be said. I mean, Harsh Reality is just, once again, almost even doubling back, piggybacking off of, that's why they line up so well with Election Day and the Harsh Reality, because they kind of go, one and the same, hand in hand. I mean, as soon as you come out the womb, you're on a non-stop learning, and creating your reality and learning how to deal with pain and how to learn about joy and the realities of life. I think those, like me, I was at an early age, I kind of had to figure out the realities of life at an early age. And shout out to Mom Duke, she never sugarcoated stuff to me. Like if stuff, things weren't good, it wasn't good. If things were great, they were great. She never really sugarcoated the realities of life to me. And I think it opened my eyes to be able to deal with certain situations a lot better. And I mean, to be able to survive, make it to my age,
Sleep them off.
Yeah. I mean, many, a lot don't make it. A lot don't make it. And a lot aren't able to tell their story and tell their story. So, that's why I'm here trying to tell it for them. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that because life is a classroom without walls. Experience is the schoolmaster of life. And music is the social emotional development that keeps you grounded whenever you need your pain or your emotions to be met. The one thing I can tell you about the harshest reality that life has taught us as men is that we're always battling the moment we come out of our womb, our mother's womb. Because that's the most comfortable waterbed that you ever feel. That's the most beautiful song that you ever hear is your mom's heartbeat. And then when you come out into the cold world, when you're smacked on the ass and people are messing with your nose and trying to give you inoculations and stuff, you start to feel pain, cold, pressure, and loneliness. Music has made it so that when we hear good music, we can relate our emotions to it. What is the one song you think you have on this project that saves somebody's life, not just give them something good to listen to?
Man, dropped a lot of jewels on here. Dropped a lot of jewels. I mean, probably Harsh Reality, no bull, because between that and All Yeah, like, like those are, those are official bars, and, people need to know, like, the dangers of the game, like, everything ain't, power and ghosts, and, there's a reason why, Scarface didn't make it in the end, or Ghost didn't make it in the end, or Big Homie from your block didn't make it in the end, is we just have to be, do things in a smarter way, and don't get me wrong, we all gotta do what we gotta do, because that goes back to survival. We all gotta do what we gotta do, but we gotta be smart about it, know when to pivot, know when to, diversify our investments, so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So I think just getting people's mind to think differently. I got some joints on there, man. Blue Tint, it shows a little bit of the luxuries of life, it's a little jazzy, but it kind of shows the embellished lifestyle that you can achieve, that anybody can achieve.
But you know what? Thank God for hip hop. Because if we didn't have a person who said they drove an Lexus and a Beamer, who in the hood would think about it?
Right, yeah, we want to inspire.
So your words can inspire people, but your words can also hinder you as well. I want to go back to other things on the album because you're a dad. And salute the fatherhood. And because, look, as man to man, I'm going to tell you face to face, I'm proud of you as a dad because you're in your children's life and you're teaching them.
Appreciate it.
And a lot of people say black men aren't there for their families. You're there for your family. So salute to you for that.
Salute.
And in today's harsh reality, we have the Karen movement. The police are still out here wilding. You have people who want to move you out their town because they don't feel that you should be there. And the one thing a person's job is supposed to do is to exist, make a mark, have a legacy, and then leave with your legacy still going on. How does music teach your children? How does your music teach your children that they're not only the only legacy, but you're also teaching others as well, and that they can work together to build the family name, not just have a name?
Yeah, I mean, I love music that forces you to think. Doesn't forces it on you necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a whoop that trick is what you need to hear when you're about to whoop that trick or whatever have you. Mm-hmm. But you know, me personally, I like music that will delve in and really you know, get you thinking in a different way. So I mean, this track like Blessings, salute to Sky Zoo. Track like Blessings was like a perfect track that I thought to have him feature on, man. Salute to him for being a part of that. You know what I'm saying? A track like Blessings, it kind of shows you and shows you another route. It's a route that doesn't get glorified, doesn't get glamorized. There's no Hollywood movie about the dad that comes home, kicks off his boots after a long day, takes care of his kids, hooks up, you know what I'm saying, whatever he can for him. You know what I'm saying? There's no, that still chases his dreams while pushing them to embrace their own dreams. You know, there's no movie coming out. There's no awards coming out for it. There's no movie coming out for it. There's no records coming out for it unless I put them out. So that's why I put it out.
I think the one thing that we sleep on is people's story, though. Because hip hop was about the story. I think a lot of people are full of shit, but the story still being told is what makes hip hop meaningful. Let's take it back to the inspiration of the pen and the pad, which is your idea and your memory. Rockwelz is an MC, not a rapper. Rappers put paper on boxes. Rockwelz is an MC that paints the picture and makes sure that the canvas that he's painting is the heart, because your words go inside. From Classy Dons to All Yeah, you are two different people at the same time. What does that mean?
I mean, we're any and everyone that we strive and achieve to be. You know what I'm saying? I take it as a compliment, man, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm sure some people don't like it. Some people I know like to know what to expect from people at any given time, but I've never been like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been one to, you know how to adapt in different situations. I could go from being on your roughest block to, you know what I'm saying, going up in the offices and going to conduct myself in a certain manner. So, you know what I'm saying, that right there is probably the jewel that I would want to drop, you know what I'm saying, to any kid or anybody who wants to be inspired is, yeah, don't get painted into a box of what people expect from you or what, you know, you think they expect from you. You know what I'm saying? You have to, sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. And you know what I'm saying? If you could dial it in, focus in on what you really want to achieve in life, you know what I'm saying, you will and you will. So
my last question for this part, dealing with harsh realities, is what is the box hip hop is painted in, and how does hip hop break out of the box at the same time?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, I don't even know how to answer that one. I mean, that's what we're trying to do right now, is open our eyes to, you know, hip hop is the #1 genre at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying? There's no more denying it. So it's like everything is influential. So, you know, there's a place for all types of music, all types of, you know, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of many types. But that representation just needs to be solid throughout. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I go to Georgia, I'm surprised that I hear like East Coast like songs on their radio stations. You know, yeah, they have like the trappy stations too, but they have a variety. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just so key, especially for the survival of it. People don't see it going anywhere from that top spot, because once again, it's so versatile. It's different sounds. It's still changing. It's still changing, but we have to embrace those changes while still appreciating the foundation and what built up to it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the key.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real